What is the next technological revolution after AI that will create the new generation of millionaires? This is the million-dollar question I get asked every single day in the comments, in emails, everywhere. And most people are giving the wrong answer. They tell you the key is better software. They tell you it's a smarter chatbot. They tell you it's AI agents. They are wrong. They are looking in the rearview mirror. The answer is right in front of our eyes, but the masses are ignoring it because they are too blinded by the screens of their laptops. The next phase, the phase that starts right now, is hardware with embedded AI. Think about it logically for a second. ChatGPT is impressive. It can write a poem. It can code a website. It can pass the bar exam. But it is imprisoned in a server farm. It has no physical form. It cannot make you a cup of coffee. It cannot unload a shipping container at a port. It cannot drive a truck across the country. It has no hands. It has no legs. It has no eyes. AI, up until today, has been digital. Now, AI is acquiring a body. Welcome to the era of physical AI. In the previous videos, we saw the brain of the operation, NVIDIA and the chip makers. We saw the heart, the energy grid, and the uranium that will power it. Now, the puzzle is complete. The smart money is quietly exiting the overcrowded software trade and is pouring billions into factories, warehouses, and logistics networks. Why is this happening now? Why didn't it happen 5 years ago? Because today, we have a problem that we have never faced in the history of humanity. And this specific problem is the catalyst that will make these stocks skyrocket. The problem is called demographic collapse. Look at the numbers. They are terrifying. Across the entire developed world, from the United States and Europe to China and Japan, people are simply not having enough kids. The population is aging rapidly. The pool of young, able-bodied workers willing to do manual labor is drying up. At the same time, e-commerce is exploding. We want our packages delivered now. We want them cheap. We want them fast. So here is the math equation that doesn't add up. Demand for logistics is going up. The supply of human workers is crashing down. Who is going to carry the boxes? Who is going to pack the pallets? Who is going to drive the forklifts? Companies like Amazon, Walmart, and FedEx have reached a dead end. Wages are spiraling out of control, and they still can't fill the shifts. They are not buying robots because robots are cool or futuristic. They are buying robots because it is a matter of survival. They either automate or they go bankrupt. It is that simple. So I went hunting. I ran my scanners to find the companies that are solving this existential problem. I wasn't looking for concepts or nice PowerPoint presentations. I was looking for companies with products that are working on the ground today. My scanners hit the red zone on 2 specific stocks. These are the companies that are marrying AI with the physical world. Quick reality check. Before we dive in, I am an analyst, not your financial advisor. We are talking about tech growth stocks here. That means they take the elevator up and they can take the elevator down. Do your own research. It's your money. It's your responsibility. Now let's see the stocks. Pick number 1, the architect of the dark warehouse. The holy grail of logistics is something called the dark warehouse. Imagine a warehouse with no lights, no air conditioning, no heating, no humans. Just machines running at 40 miles per hour in total darkness, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. No lunch breaks, no sick days, no strikes, no injuries. Who owns the technology to make this sci-fi concept a reality? The company is called Symbotic. Ticker symbol, SYM. Why this one? There are dozens of robotics companies out there. Why does Symbotic stand out like a diamond in the rough? For 2 reasons that institutional investors absolutely love: the moat and the Godfather. Let's start with the moat. Symbotic isn't just making robotic arms that pick up a box. Any engineer can build that. They have built an entire operating system for the supply chain. They have developed an AI software that basically plays Tetris with boxes. When an order comes in, the system knows exactly how to build the pallet to fit the maximum amount of product with absolute stability, down to the millimeter. This means less air in the trucks, fewer trips, less fuel. We are talking about saving millions of dollars for their clients. No one else has this level of storage density. They are literally shrinking the warehouse while storing more stuff. And now, the Godfather. This is the part that should make you pay attention. Who is the biggest client and largest shareholder of Symbotic? Walmart, the largest retailer on the planet. A company famous for being incredibly cheap and squeezing every penny out of its suppliers. Walmart didn't just buy a few robots to test them out. They bought 11% of the company. They signed multi-billion-dollar contracts to automate all 42 of their regional distribution centers in America. This is called social proof. If the technology is good enough for Walmart, the most demanding client in the world, it is good enough for everyone else. Target, Albertsons, C&S Wholesale, they are all getting in line. The backlog of Symbotic is massive. We are talking about roughly $23 billion. Do you understand what that means? These are locked-in revenues for years to come. While other companies are desperate to find sales in this economy, Symbotic is racing just to fulfill the orders it already has. Is the stock volatile? Yes. Has it corrected from its highs? Yes. But if you believe that the future of commerce is automation, and the demographics say it has to be, Symbotic is the leader holding the map. Now let's go to the second option. Here, things get even more futuristic. Pick number 2, the eyes of AI, the vision play. For hardware to have AI, it's not enough to be strong and fast. It needs to see. Imagine a robot in a factory working next to humans. Or an autonomous car driving on a highway. Suddenly, a child runs in front of it. The robot needs to see the child, understand what it is seeing, and react, hit the brakes. And it needs to do all of this in milliseconds. Here lies a massive technological problem called latency. ChatGPT lives in the cloud, in massive servers. If a car has to send the video of the child to the cloud, wait for the server to process it, and send back the command, brake, the child will have been hit. It is too slow. The processing must happen locally, on the robot itself. This is called Edge AI. So we need a processor that acts as the eyes and the brain simultaneously, and it needs to burn almost no battery power. NVIDIA makes monsters that burn huge amounts of power. Who makes the low-power processors for vision? The company is called Ambarella, ticker symbol, AMBA. Now, stop. Many of you who have been in the market for a while might remember Ambarella as the company that made chips for GoPro cameras 10 years ago. Forget that. That was the old Ambarella. Management has pulled off one of the most impressive pivots in the history of Silicon Valley. They invested nearly $1 billion in research and development to build a new generation of processors, the CV flow. What do these chips do? They allow robots and cars to process high-resolution video and run neural networks locally with incredible energy efficiency. Ambarella has already secured partnerships with major EV manufacturers like Rivian and logistics giants like OMRON for robots. Why is this an opportunity now? Look at the chart. The stock was hammered for years because the drone and action camera market slowed down. No one believed in their pivot. The market thought they were dead. But now we are seeing something very interesting. We are seeing volume coming in strong at the lows. Institutional money is starting to realize that Ambarella is no longer a camera company. It is a pure play on Edge AI. It is a bet that every robot, every security camera, every smart doorbell, and every autonomous car will need an AI brain that doesn't depend on the cloud. Is it risky? Of course. They are competing against giants. But their energy efficiency technology is currently unbeaten. And in a world where energy is expensive, as we discussed in the last video, efficiency is king. Quality over quantity. Now I can hear some of you asking, why only 2 stocks today? Where is the third one? Where is the list of 10? Here is the answer: quality. In the robotics and AI hardware sector, there is a lot of noise. There are hundreds of zombie companies that promise miracles, burn cash, and have zero revenue. I could give you a list of 10 tickers just to make you happy, but I would be leading you off a cliff. I am not here to give you a gambling list. I am here to give you companies with real contracts, real backlogs, and real technology. I prefer to put you onto 2 snipers that can hit the target, rather than handing you a shotgun with 10 bullets and hoping you hit something by luck. In investing, concentration builds wealth. Diversification preserves it. We are here to build the big picture. Let's sum it up. The future is not just digital, it is hybrid. You have Symbotic, SYM, the body and muscles moving the economy. You have Ambarella, AMBA, the eyes and nervous system seeing the world. These 2 stocks are the answer to the question, what comes after ChatGPT? They are the bridge from the digital to the physical world, and precisely because the crowd is still only staring at NVIDIA and Microsoft, the valuations here still have room to explode. But be careful, there is a trap waiting for you. In the previous video, I gave you a promise and I haven't forgotten it. I told you that buying is the easy part. Finding Symbotic and Ambarella is step 1. Knowing when to exit before the market turns and takes all your profits back is what determines if you retire rich or if you just stay with a story of what could have been. I haven't forgotten. The video on exit strategy is ready. It is the next one to go live. It will be the most practical, technical, and important video I have ever made. I will show you exactly, step by step, how I set my trailing stop losses. I will show you how I lock in profits as the stock rises so that I sleep like a baby at night, whether we are talking about robots, uranium, or crypto. Do not put a single dollar into these stocks unless you plan to watch the next video. Risk management is not boring. It is your seatbelt in a Formula One race. Do not miss it. Subscribe now and turn on the notification bell because the algorithm does not forgive. The robot revolution has started. Are you in? See you at the top.